Alright, here we are, we're looking at the Vectorfog H200, a little bit different to the iGiba. First thing that we notice is that we have two lines going into the fog tube, one further back than the other, and if you remember from the iGiba videos, the further away from the hot end of the fog tube, so towards the end of the fog tube, is better suited to water-based formulations, and further backward as it gets hotter, it assists with the vaporization of the solvent-based products, and that's an oil line. So we can have here a dual line, a water line for water-based products, and then we have a line for our solvent-based products. And that stays fitted to this machine all the time, which is kind of neat. As we move back, we have obviously a selection, so we can't run both at the same time. So we're either running solvent-based products or running water-based products, and we decide that with our lever here. So in this case, we're currently running water-based product through the machine in this position. And as we come back towards our solution tank, the amount of fluid that's running down each of these lines, depending on which position we select, is governed by this solution mixing valve, which is sitting on top of the tank. So that goes from the closed position through to the open position. So we have it fully closed when we turn the whole thing off, and when we want to start introducing liquid, we open that valve up. One thing that Vectorfog recommended, that when we're running water-based products, that we don't fully open the valve, we turn it back from the fully open position to run our water-based products. Moving back to see how this machine starts, very similar to most of the machines on the market, although they have slightly different starting procedures from one another. We have our fuel tank, we have our solution tank, which is pressurized when we're running, that pushes the liquid out. We have our carburetor system. We have a bleed valve here that allows us to turn the fuel on and turn the fuel off. You can see on this one we've got the spark plug's very visible. On the iGiba there's a less pronounced spark plug arrangement. And right down underneath here we have a starting button. Now the difference with a Vectorfog is that we have a rechargeable battery system, so it comes with this charger. And we plug that into the front end of the system, and we can charge up this battery that's mounted inside the casing. What does that do as opposed to the iGiba? It not just runs the starter, so we press it in, we hear it start, but also runs an air pump system as well. So instead of sucking air in through the carburetor like we've seen with the iGiba, with the Vectorfog we're forcing air through with a battery powered air pump system at the same time. So I guess it's what they're calling their auto start system. So we don't have that pump arrangement that we saw on the iGiba to help pump the air into the system and assist with starting. We just press the button and wait for it to start, assuming we've got the fuel on. The other thing we do once we get that started is much the same as any other fogger. We make sure we've got the correct solution line selected, water-based or formulation based product, and then we turn the fluid line on and start using it. Shut down similar, turn off the valve, and then moving to the back of the machine near the fuel tank, we then depressurize the fuel tank, and that stops the machine completely.